Flag returned.
Very nice to see the structure out of SSG. They kind of got that first pick. That's what they were looking for with the setup. Now we hop over to Mindfreak against OMiT. And again, Mindfreak, 2 mouse and keyboard players. If you're new to Halo, and OMiT struggling a bit in this tournament, they're 0-2, so this is a chance for Mindfreak to take advantage of it.
Kill coming out of OMiT, and they're able to get that flag towards the mid-map, but Mindfreak's defense looking tough, just like it did in the open bracket. Up 2-1 right now, and are ready to pull off an upset. It starts with a return there.
And there's some really good players on this OMiT roster, so curious why they've been struggling. I know they played Nemesis first. I believe, I'm not exactly sure who the other team, it was Shopify, I believe, was the other team that they ended up losing to as well. So obviously a little bit of a tough bracket. You could call it the bracket of death, but regardless, the pool of death, I'm sorry. But regardless, Mindfreak have performed really well to get here, and this victory on OMiT would be very good to solidify their position.
Mindfreak have already pulled off upsets in the open bracket, so they're ready to do it again. And mind you, it looks like that flag is still on the move. It was a standoff for just a bit, but there's the return, and that one's going, and ain't nobody stopping them from going up 3-1.
I mean, Scoobmeistr, look at his score, Tony. 21-10 on a Scoop. I mean, again, the mouse and keyboard is really starting to step up here in year 4 of Halo Infinite. I've been a believer since day 1, but it's really good to see it start to come to fruition. And this is the mouse and keyboard player on your screen right now. You're going to see, and I'm going to break this down. I'm going to spend a lot of time. I really want to showcase what mouse and keyboard is capable of, and I'm going to do that on my own side of things, but just watch this man run the map.
As you're talking about him, drops a clutch double kill to hold on to this util side. He's not done just yet. From the util to the car side, making sure he controls every single part of the map, but Huss with a beautiful 5-shot.
Yeah, it's that close range, mid-close range fight that's a little bit tough. It's just Scoop missing a couple of shots there. It happens to all of them, but it's Huss. Again, a lot of great names on this OMiT roster. They've just had a really rough road. They've got to get this win here. I mean, this is very important for OMiT, obviously. Going down 0-2, this win is important for them as well. You don't want to lose to the open bracket team. But wryce, Scoop, I mean, the rest of this roster is so solid. They've traveled a long way to be here, Tony. 3 down for OMiT.
Huss, the final player alive here, trying to do as much damage as possible. He's able to advance forward towards that back base, but checking every corner. He's like, there was a player back here a second ago. He can't focus too much on, I would imagine. At some point, we got to do something else here. Is it wryce? Is it wryce on the blue utility side? Finally able to spot him. Couple shots goes down, starts the flagpole. Now wants to engage a little bit further. If he gets this kill, maybe they pull that flag. That's a huge battle by Huss.
Yeah, this game's not over just yet. 3 down for Mindfreak, an opportunity now with 4 dead to pull this flag. This should go in, and Huss will get immediate control of the util side once again.
Their second flag happened. Now only down by 1 cap. It was looking great for Mindfreak earlier. Now, a little bit less than 2 minutes, but plenty of time for Kuhlect and OMiT to maybe come back, and this camouflage is about to be huge. Back smack by Kuhlect. He goes ghost, puts it to work immediately.
Yeah, this is really good by Kuhlect. He's 15-15 now, had a little bit of a rough start. They're kind of allowing him free space in their base, and because of that, he's going to try and run this flag. That fumble's pretty bad, though, but he gets to keep the camo because of it.
At this point, how much camo do you have left? I feel like it's been here forever now. There it is, I'm about to say. Good shots, though. Doesn't need the camo, apparently. He's still putting max damage down towards the mid-map, and now over towards the weak side, Fridge side, but still getting kills. Mindfreak are 3 down. OMiT are holding on to control.
Yeah, Mindfreak have really slowed down the Swayz department here. OMiT are definitely winning their 1v1s, and they're in positions to continuously be in these 1v1s. You see one right here. Morley's going to back off onto that one, but that's just basically going to allow the flag to freely go through, and now Morley's going to do as much damage as he can to the players pushing, but that flag's already halfway through the map.
Decent job by Mortally to put down damage on multiple players, distracting them, and even better job by Huss to reroute through the mid-map to avoid those players that had an angle on them from util. This is just genius play. On top of that, Kuhlect with an overkill extermination. Everybody on OMiT are firing right now.
Yeah, Kuhlect has really stepped up here. He was negative when we started watching him, and now he's come to a point where he's starting to slay it out, and they've tied this game at 3 with 27 seconds left. What a way to come alive here for OMiT.
We need to break down that whole play. That was beautiful, but it's only tied up at 3 apiece, and there's still 17 seconds on the clock right now. Enough time to maybe pull a flag and force a sudden death. Scoobmeistr knows that his base is clear, wants to push up, or at least make sure nobody's pulling his flag, because Kuhlect and the rest of OMiT are in position, and Ezho has timing.
Yeah, he went for the kill instead. I was expecting him to go for that flag, but it's Scoob and the rest of Mindfreak that end up pulling the flag here. Pie chart is in action, but it looks like it will go to overtime, Tony.
I thought only OMiT were in a position to maybe force that sudden death, but Mindfreak did for at least a second. But overtime, none of this matters now. It's just one cap to take it and to take momentum in the best of 5.
And speaking of momentum, Tony, it was obviously OMiT, the very latter half of that game that really garnered a ton of momentum and a lot of slays as well, a lot of pressure. Now that momentum has been crushed. It's 3 down for OMiT. How do you continue off that if you're Mindfreak?
How many times do we talk about the starting strat in overtime being so important? You're seeing it right now. Swayz dropping the radar on the spawning players, pushing this flag forward, but back-to-back kills for OMiT, who are trying to overextend. Who's going to make it in time? Swayz has already made it to the util, but the shot's over towards the backside from Ezho. He has to stop running it and take a piv that he must not be comfortable with. And now it's a 1v2. He gets overwhelmed.
There was just a lot of pressure. That flag was being pulled there, so OMiT put themselves in a situation where they had the flank. Now they have a potential counter cap with 3 down, and it looks like this might go in, Tony.
Kuhlect made it past the 50. He's in the util, but Scoobmeistr is the one to stop him momentarily. That's a 3 down for OMiT. Will it be a return?
Yeah, Scoob just got a massive double. Now he's just got to overextend towards the util side and try to stop all the rest of the spawners. He gets inside the base with wryce. This is really good. Now they force the rest of the spawns on the fridge side, and they can get this flag pulled through utility.
It's almost there, but here comes Ezho and the rest of OMiT. It is clutch defense after clutch defense after clutch defense that leads to another counter pull. Wryce was able to pull that flag off, but he goes down immediately. The return is here, and this time I don't see anybody in an angle for Mindfreak. Mortally does try to push it, but the nades absolutely obliterate his momentum and his shield.
Yeah, wryce gets a kill, but OMiT get 2 kills right there. This could be free. There's a shove. I don't know how that happened. This should be good though. There it is. OMiT get the flag cap and lead the series 1-0.
The final player alive on OMiT is Mortally.
Phenomenal. It's great. It feels good. It's amazing. And he's put that damage in. I haven't seen like the crazy performance. It might be an adjustment period is what I'm getting at for Septic. Getting on the PC now. But we're back here now to OMiT versus Mindfreak. And it's of course OMiT up 1-0.
On board now with Ezho OMiT. We're on board. That's until Mindfreak immediately just overwhelmed that purple side of the map on their way to a camouflage. Was the Shroud enough to get it for them?
Might be. That Shroud goes down. There's a couple players that go down for Mindfreak. 3 down for Mindfreak right now, and it'll be OMiT that put themselves in a situation where they can continue to slay out.
Huss able to get that first kill for OMiT. Mindfreak, triple push. I mean, you're talking about demanding control of this map, sending 3 bodies over towards the B Street side. This push has to work out for them. But Ezho, 5-shot, beautifully played to open up things just a bit.
Well, there it is. Ezho in a situation where he's going to be able to continue to slay here. Talk about this player often, Tony. He's one of those guys that does a really good job at just solidifying himself as that top AM player, right? Really beautiful out of him, continues to put shots in, continues to do damage, and moves around the map so freely. 2-kill lead for OMiT.
With half the members of Mindfreak going down, this is where OMiT needs to take control. They need to identify those spawners and have reticles trained on them immediately. It looks like they see that wryce and Swayz were able to break out of the PD side. 1 straggler left behind, and OMiT collapse on them.
It's so good by OMiT. Like, this 6-kill lead, make that a 5-kill lead is phenomenal out of them, and This is exactly what you need to see. You need to see them come alive here. Mindfreak really made that game close. They had the lead for a majority of it. It was OMiT that closed it out at the end. You gotta really just solidify yourself as a pool play roster. Why are you starting in pool play? OMiT is telling us right now.
Huss able to get away with his camouflage, and patient plays out of him, just feeding off information to the rest of his team and trying to find out where this push is going to start. However, it looks like there was a player that goes down in Ezho, so Kuhlect's gonna have to take action immediately onto the single player, puts down some damage onto Swayz, and his teammate comes in for the cleanup, and now more damage raining down on Mindfreak. OMiT look to attack.
Yeah, that Mindfreak's just stuck inside a seat. Looking to attack is exactly what you want to do in this scenario. They're all stuck on that tram side, and they don't fight out of it very well. They get one kill. They end up going 3 down for that one kill. It's not worth it. 22-16 for OMiT.
Already up 1-0 in the series right now, and the way things are looking, it's gonna go up 2-0 unless something changes here for Mindfreak. I'm liking what I'm seeing out of both wryce and Scoobmeistr.
Oh,
6
man.
kills, a couple assists away for wryce, 6 assists here for Scoobmeistr, and Kuhlect dropping bodies.
The trades are good, and Scoob gets a clean kill here without going down. If he can get this one, it'll be massive, and he does. Again, 2 clean kills, exactly what they need, only down by 3 now.
Scoobmeistr and Mindfreak now trying to approach the PD spawners here from the purple side. They have an angle. There's a sneaky player just sitting behind the green gen, and a bit of team damage along with the sneaky plays is what puts them down. 3 down, go Mindfreak, and that was beautifully played.
If you're OMiT, you just sit and let them come in. It's like rats going for cheese. You set up a trap, Mindfreak fall directly into that trap and go 3 down. They had the momentum, Mindfreak, but they just went too forward, and they allowed OMiT all to spawn up and then walked right into their trap.
Shots by Mortally to start this damage off. Whoa, I did not think Swayz was going to take that much damage. Luckily, Swayz stays alive, but you can't say the same for Scoobmeistr. Mortally gets gifted a camouflage because of it, and just participated in every single one of those kills. Practically a triple, and Swayz, they're going to stagger him. He's in ATM already.
Yeah, look at the late kill here. Stagger is exactly what you don't want in this scenario. Look how late he dies in that situation. Now OMiT have a numbers advantage, and they decide to back off that numbers advantage, which is really interesting. Looks like the push will come out on a B, but Tony, that play was amazing. I mean, giving up the camo, like OMiT just played that really well, and Mindfreak again falling into traps.
We've been saying it all game long. It seems like OMiT are perfectly comfortable with trapping Mindfreak.
Yeah.
Making them push them, and just a false sense of security is when they attack you. And mind you, when it comes to the 1v1s, they're pretty darn good at that as well.
Yeah, I mean, it's just not good. You watch it time and time again. Now we see Mindfreak kind of playing slow, and it has a lot to do with the confidence that has just been kind of sucked out of them. You don't want that to really happen if you're an open bracket team. Now you're trailing, or trailing by 10 at this point, Tony. Now it's gotten to double digits when you had that game 1 in your hands, and now it's all falling apart.
Killing spree earned by Mortally, but back-to-back kills coming out of Scoobmeistr and Mindfreak to try to put themselves back in this race, but they are losing time right now. 39, now 40 kills here for OMiT. Mindfreak need to make their run right here, right now.
Scoob was trying to do something there. He got a clean double with a nice little star in the kill feed. It just wasn't enough. It's still not too late, though. Like you said, got to make the run right now. 41-33 and a chance to maybe get this next camo, but you can't allow these kills to happen. You literally can't die, and I know so many Halo players are sick of hearing that, but at this point right now, Mindfreak cannot die.
Mortally catches up to Kuhlect. They end up trading out at least one of those kills there, but they can trade their way all the way to a win if they really want to. Mindfreak with the bounce back.
Yeah, great job once again by Mindfreak to keep it close, but it's really just not close enough. I mean, 37-45. I don't really see a world where they come back from this, and unfortunately, with this loss, Tony, I don't see a world where Mindfreak come back in this series. It is just, there is no game type that's going to make you feel comfortable against this OMiT roster.
Ezho with the double kill, and that's going to be so tough for Mindfreak, because I don't even know if the camouflage would have helped them in this situation, but it certainly will hurt them, because right now, Ezho is just flying under their radar. He's going right through the mid-map, able to identify where wryce is, and just feed that information to his team. They're preparing for this attack from multiple sides. Sneaky Swayz, you can't hide there, and now dropping from the heavens, but repulsed right back is Ezho, and doesn't get the kill. Wow.
Ezho played that really well, though, with camo, but only one more kill is all OMiT needs, and they'll close this out.
Yeah, at this point, Mortal's gonna wait for his teammates to come up. It looks like they're already on the purple side, and one-shot Swayz will not survive, and that is OMiT going up 2-0.
That 2-0, like I said, not going to be easy to come back from, Tony, especially when you're an open bracket team. You've lost a lot of your confidence now. I'm not saying these Mindfreak guys are not capable, but it's going to be tough. It's going to be tough. I don't think any sort of recharge strongholds is not going to help them come back in this.
Enemy team score. Enemy team scoring. 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 Enemy Enemy team scoring. Enemy team scoring. Enemy team scoring. Enemy team nearing victory. Enemy team scoring. Enemy team scoring. Defeat. Incoming. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball out of bounds. Ball incoming. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. 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 Ball out of bounds. Ball incoming. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. 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 Ball dropped. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. 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 Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. 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 Ball incoming. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy halfway to victory. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Enemy team nearing victory. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Round 2. Ball incoming. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. incoming. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. 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 Ball dropped. Ball reset. Ball incoming. The ball. Ball dropped. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball out of bounds. Ball incoming. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball out of bounds. Ball incoming. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball out of bounds. Ball incoming. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. Ball out of bounds. Ball incoming. Enemy has the ball. Ball dropped. 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 Enemy has the ball. Enemy team nearing victory. Defeat.